welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is going to be on this look right here. This was like super popular on the runway, spring and stuff like that, where they're merging two braids together, all different looks. So I thought this would be like a perfect look. I have really short pieces, so I couldn't really do like two braids, like a braid coming through here. So I thought this would be like a really good style for people who have like shorter pieces and something you can slick back and pin back out of your face. It still looks super like glam and fun, and it's a little bit messy all at the same time, and you can pull it apart more and mess it up as much as you like. And you can alternate the braids. I did fishtail and then 3-strand braid and then fishtail braid. You could do the opposite. Yeah, it's just, you can play around with it as much as you want. So if you guys would like to see how to get this look, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm just gonna clip that piece up. Don't mind my hair, it's like a disaster area, whatever, we're pinning it up. So flip it over, because you wanna clip it upwards so that when you put your hair up in the high ponytail, that it sits flat. So yeah, so flip it up and you're gonna clip upwards and upwards until you grab some hair, and then you're just gonna secure it so that when you're putting your ponytail up, these clips are gonna sit flat. If you do it the other way, they're gonna stick out and they're gonna be more noticeable. And you can clip your hair a little bit more like rounded if you need to. Okay, I just clipped them in. I ended up, normally I do the two clips and then the 3 clip, and then I might put some of the single ones in there. I ended up using the 4 clip as well, because my 2 clip actually, like, the clip broke, and then I have a 3 clip and that broke as well. So anyways, until I have to like get new clips or whatever. So what it's gonna look like, it's gonna look like you have a bump, and that's what like you want, because again, like you want them to sit up a little bit higher, and you want that bump. And then I'm just gonna put my hair down, and then you're gonna what we're gonna do is just give it a good spray. You can use dry shampoo. Now my bangs are really short, so my ponytail is gonna have to go like a little bit on the higher side. You could totally leave your bangs out if you wanted. I mean, if you have long, I have super like fried hair right now and little tiny like baby pieces, so I kind of want to make this look as like smooth as possible, but not like super perfect. So, okay, so now I'm just gonna gather all this hair. I feel like you want it fairly high, but we don't want it too high that it's like crazy looking. I don't know. I'm not into like Selena Gomez, like super high. So just kind of play with it, whatever you're comfortable with. Probably a clear one or a black one or something like that, but I'm using an orange one because that's all I have right now is funky colored ones. I'm looking over here in a mirror as well, so if you're wondering why I'm looking over there. Okay, and of course you can just leave it like this. If you guys are wondering, like these extensions, one thing I'm like so like in love with about them is that like when you just wash them and leave them flat, they're awesome. When you've like just washed them, they kind of have this really cool like texture and crimp, and I've actually brushed them out. And I mean, you could totally just leave them like this and have, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna take pieces. Now I've already brushed the hair out a little bit, so you're gonna take your 2 pieces and you're going to start a fishtail braid. So you're gonna bring 1 piece from the outer side, if you guys can see this, and then another piece from this side. I feel like it kind of helps to do this with like your thumbs. So take your thumb and then use your middle finger and bring the piece over, and then take your thumb from this side and use your middle finger to bring the piece. I don't know, everybody has their own way of doing it. For me, I just feel like that's a little bit easier. It's easier to grab pieces, and you want smaller pieces because you really want it to, like, the fishtail braid to show, because it is going to be competing with a regular 3-strand braid, and sometimes you don't see it as much. So you want smaller pieces. And then, yeah, just using your thumbs and crossing over. Okay, now when you've, you know, done a fair amount of them, you're going to pull all your hair together, and then you're going to take 3 sections, or turn it into 3 sections. And then you're just going to start doing a regular 3-strand braid. And you do want it fairly tight, because we are going to loosen it afterwards, but you do want it fairly tight. Okay. We've done that about 4 or 5 times now. And then now we're going to go right back in to splitting this hair into 2 pieces and finish it off with a fishtail braid. And you can do vice versa. You could start with a regular braid and then do fishtail in the middle and then do regular. This was just like on the runway. I saw like some older pictures from the spring runway, and I mean, it's still so popular and in style and trendy right now. So I figured this is what I would do. And yeah, they were done many different ways. So yeah, be creative. And yeah. Just finish it off with clear elastic or any color elastic, and then you can just wrap a piece of hair. Okay. And then we're just gonna start pulling apart this braid. Now, you can do this with your it behind your head and doing it that way. I feel like it adds to like the texture, and it makes it a little bit more like, I don't know, it just adds some like neat like effect to it when you pull it to the side and do it, because it kind of twists it a little bit. It adds just something else to it, which I feel like is a little bit more fun. But if you want it to sit like kind of more flat against your head, then yeah, by all means do it back. I've done it both ways, and I love both ways, so it's just your own preference. I just thought it would be easier to show you this way. And yeah, if you do have some shorter pieces, be careful when you're pulling this out. And then once you've like loosened the braid a little bit, you're gonna take some texture spray or dry shampoo, whatever you have, even hairspray if that's all you have. And what you're gonna do is start like massaging the hair. And again, be careful if you do have some smaller pieces. You do want some pieces to come out, but you don't want like a whole one of your layers like poking out. Like you want this to be very like messy. The runway, they were even messier, but I feel like if you're going to a party, you could, or out for the evening, you could do a little bit messier. But if you're going to like a wedding or something like that, or you know, like a nicer event, you still want it to look pretty glam, so you don't want it like over the top, like messy, like it looks like you rolled out of bed. So, and then these fishtail ones, you can pull out more wherever you want to. They're a little bit more forgiving than the 3-strand braid. You can only pull that apart so much, and then kind of go back and then start pulling the top. The fishtail braid at the top is going to be a lot. It adds so much more interest to the braid than it just being a straight fishtail braid or a straight 3-strand braid all the way down. So yeah, I hope you guys liked this tutorial. If I can get these pieces in. I hope you guys liked this tutorial, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys. Okay, and then if you do have some short pieces like I do, just spray the heck out of them. They're just not gonna go back. Even if pieces do fall, is push up. And then you're going to grab some of that hair when you're doing that, and you're gonna clip these in. And my clip just broke. Good times. Like smooth that. I have like soup. That's crazy. Keeps it nice and glam. So I think this will be like so much fun. So let's get into this. Mind you, I'm really liking my hair like that.